could change my life for real. If you don't fuck with it, you can ban me. I don't care. I have confidence.
Coach.
I respect that. I respect you shooting your shot. This is your first chat message here. So obviously the threat of you being banned doesn't hold much weight. You just showed up during a album stream.
Hellsweep doesn't
so
give him a lot. But he just
Do you
keeps
understand?
doing it.
However, you've piqued my interest and the chat's interest.
Damn it.
So drop that motherfucking link, Fluffy 4563. However, I will honestly ban you. You know, why not? Drop that motherfucking link. Let's hear the song, Fluffy. It's called Gloom Far Away From You.
I forgot my low parry combo because I was doing Nina inputs.
I have to go to...
What's up, Crub?
Okay, all right.
I did it again! No!
So this is just a song that you made. This is a SoundCloud song that you made 21 days ago. It has nothing to do with the stream. And we're just gonna fucking... Probably the first time it's ever worked for him. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna fucking try. Here we go. Here we fucking go, baby.
The fuck I'm talking about, baby. It's a fucking joke! Alright, it's my last one. It's my last one. If I hit a low parry, I do just this extension. I'm a bear. Bear, 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 bear. Bear. Edward. Oh no. Thank you, Sench and Usam 1. And Sir Baldus. Is Kuma the Captain Falcon of this game? No.
Fair time, man.
fuck up. Do I look like I'm having fucking fun right now? What the fuck do you... How do I look like I'm having more fun? Fucking monster shit. You can't even launch it? What are we doing, man? That's crazy. He can power crush out of the handstand? Why is he on the ground? And oh my god, I just can't tell what he's doing. Oh my god. This fucking my fault. Alright, why? I'm going away now forever. I'm dying of this.
One of them is Atriarch Omega Roll. One of them is just Atriarch Roll. This is Atriarch Omega. This one is just a different version of green. It's like an upgrade of green, but maybe that. Maybe it's a broken version that I already. And it was published by NVIDIA, like in Best Buys across the country. That photo, like that, the little green boomer one was on like laptop. So I don't know that he did. Monk status? Jesus Christ status. Same age as Christ, dude. Jeez man time to pass? Well, you think it's time? You think it's time to move on to the next life? This one's done. 33 years. We got it. Hung on too long. Actual quality Reddit posts. Aatrox Infinity War coming this May. The quality Reddit post. It starts off with Thanos holding a Glizzy. This is quality. The voice acting's incredible.
You should have made it last longer than me.
The Glizzy nuclear bomb in June, dude. The coffee cow nuclear bomb. Holy shit. Alright, maybe Reddit still has some funny shit. I don't know. We'll find out on Friday. We'll find out on Friday. Oh, good times. Good times. Good times. Alright, well, listen. We have about a... Well, actually, I started at 6:30. I might have 30 minutes left. You want to watch something? Do we want to watch Killer Whales? I want to watch Killer Whales, but I'm going to wait till the video gets uploaded, which is tomorrow. There's a video uploaded tomorrow, and that way everyone will know. Catch up on Killer Whales. Killer Whales was so funny. If you weren't there for Killer Whales, it's a crypto Shark Tank. I was crying. I think it's gonna be a great video. I mean, that was something special. So we'll do that probably tomorrow. Also, I'm going live early and I'm grinding fish game again. I think I'm doing another fucking 5-6 hours of fish game. I really want to be in it. Crab game. Crab game. We could watch an actual Shark Tank. The which one? The Boeing one or a different one? Did another whistleblower die? Or if wait, who, where? For who? Whistleblower death? Another whistleblower died? 7 hours ago? Whistleblower who accused Boeing supplier of ignoring defects dies. This is fucking crazy. He's 45? In good health, noted for having a healthy lifestyle. Suddenly got sick and died. Dean told U.S. outlet NPR on Friday that he believed he'd been fired to send a message to others thinking of speaking out. If you are too loud, we will silence you, he is quoted as saying. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Boeing hitmen are eating this month. They are just getting fucking paid. You got a Versa? I mean, it's possible. Okay, people can't die, but what my response is always this. No matter what, this needs to be treated incredibly seriously, deeply investigated, ideally publicly investigated. No matter, anytime a whistleblower dies, it needs to be, unless they are fucking 98, it cannot be like, we can't go the day after and be like, he was sick, he was old. We can't, no matter what. People have to treat it almost the opposite. Like, they treat it like because there's too much motive. If you let that be the default and like a news cycle can always just move on, then there's just too much incentive. Whistleblowers have to be protected at all costs. It is better to be overly paranoid because it's such a chilling effect. You know, people are already so scared to do this. They're going up against the corporation. They don't make money off of it. It's usually always a fucking disaster for their personal lives. They have to do these long trials. There's so much against whistleblowing systemically that we just can't. I don't know. We just can't allow it. I really think there needs to be like a public inquest into both whistleblower deaths, and we'll really look at it and have someone trusted, you know, like the same law firm represented both. Surely they're under investigation. My understanding is they're not. Like, my understanding is there's no investigation into the death of John Barnett. It was just, they pronounced him dead early on. They said it was suicide, right? And then and that's it. And they just move on. Like, that to me is too quick. Especially, this guy I think was already done, but Barnett was in the middle of a deposition. John Barnett, the first guy, was in the middle of a deposition. And that's just not, you can't, a whistleblower dying in the middle of a deposition is not something you can take lightly, no matter what. Like, I don't know. That to me is so fucked up. Battle report? Let me get Dr. Battle on this. That's a great way to honor the memory of two recently dead men who were heroically speaking out against the company. I'll get Dr. Battle to make a video about Fall Guy. That's a really good idea. No, thank you. You'll take it extremely seriously. Although I have been playing this game where I keep assigning more and more serious shit to Dr. Battle in hopes that he won't be able to make a joke about it. I keep trying to like ratchet up the level of, because like eventually he's gonna have to do something serious or he's gonna be like a real asshole. I'm playing Ethics Chicken, yeah. Are you a StarCraft fan? Yes. You just announced the biggest StarCraft tour? Oh, the Esports World Cup? The first $1 million StarCraft 2 prize pool? Straight out of oil money? I mean, I am happy for Cyril. Or whoever fucking ends up clutching it. You know, to see StarCraft 2 player get that much fucking money after years of grinding is cool. I honestly am not so worried about supporting this. In that, like, I'm not gonna boycott it or be mad at players for going. Because truly, this is such a bad use of money on their part and gains them so little that it's just wasting their money. You know what I'm saying? Their oil money could go to such more nefarious purposes than this. They're going to blow it. This is not going to like lead to esports starting to live in Dubai. The second the money dries up on this, everyone goes back to what they were doing. It's not. So it's almost like a way of draining the pockets of a regime. You know what I'm saying? And fans of the game just get a bunch of money. Like the winners are players of the game. And the losers are this ill thought out plan to build an esports World Cup that will have no longevity. They're not building a brand. Why is there no StarCraft 3? It's a great fucking question. Bro, all Microsoft has done with their $69 billion acquisition of Blizzard so far, Activision Blizzard, is what? Raise the prices on Steam, cancel BlizzCon, Overwatch shit? Like what is, has there been any announcements? I guess it's rebuilding time. They fired people? Where is the fucking... But maybe take a year, you know? I'm not coming out with yet. Yeah, but I'm not even announcing it. Not even talking, not saying it. But maybe they're doing a rebuilding here. Maybe BlizzCon comes back next year and they've got some real big announcements, but it sounds like copium for me, dude. It might just be chaos there. It might just be morale zero, chaos over, everyone leaving. I don't know. I don't get the vibe that it's turning around, but we'll see. StarCraft 3 would be sick. You see, I did want to do a re-listen to Mr. Morale. If I wrote it off too quickly. I want to go check out, I listened to it a couple times when it came out. I want to do another listen. Give Kendra another shot. See if it hooks me. What is this? Here's a new Resprit video. Resprit video. It's informative and well made. Aiming fast or slow. A scientific analysis. This is not, I think, up my alley. This is like math about aiming in video games. But I do kind of want to watch a video. Wait, what about Red Lobster is hemorrhaging millions of dollars because of endless shrimp? Let's watch that. That sounds funny. We covered this. We covered this as an article when the story dropped. It was part of Marketing Monday. This video is brand new, but we did cover this. No, we didn't see it. We haven't seen this video because it came out 15 hours ago. But we definitely read about it when it was happening. But this could also be about the fast casual dining business in general. It's also only 6 minutes long. Let's watch it. Let's see if we catch up.
In the 80s and 90s, America was that simple lover, known for its ever-evolving deals. In 2000, Red Lobster was 16.
Who fucks with Red Lobster? Here, be honest. Is Red Lobster a place that you fuck with? Because I don't really, but I mean, I don't even like crab. I don't like lobster. I I've never been a Red Lobster guy. But like, I'm not like saying it from like a, I don't fuck with any fast casual. I'll fuck with some Applebee's. I'm hungry. I'll get some Applebee's. But I just don't like Red Lobster. Olive Garden. I fuck with Olive Garden. Unlimited breadsticks at Olive Garden goes hard. But I don't fuck with Red Lobster. I wonder what is there. I would love to actually rank those. What do you call those restaurants? I guess they're calling them casual dining, fast casual. When I think fast casual, I think Chipotle. Like, what do you call like the Chili's, Applebee's? Yeah, it's like suburb chain restaurant, family chain, Olive Garden. Oh, you know what my favorite of those is? Unironically, Red Robin. Red Robin, the big fucking basket of fries, nice burger. I think Red Robin might be my number one. TGI Fridays? I don't think it was Fridays. Functional Family Feast.
Out of the 500 biggest casual dining chains. But by 2023, cracks formed in the company's shell. Tens of millions of dollars in losses are piling up. Investors are losing their appetites. And now, the company is in distress and up for sale.
We can buy it,
So,
Chad.
what went wrong?
Here's the
Red
plan.
Lobster.
We buy Red Lobster, and it's $100 shrimp, $200 lobsters. We'll make money back in no time. We'll just raise the prices, and then bam, that's how business is done, dude.
Was founded by Bill Darden in 1968 with a single seafood restaurant in Lakeland, Florida.
He was really the inventor of casual dining. So casual dining was meant to be, you know, an affordable meal, but a nice meal, like nicer than fast food, something you could take a date. Red Lobster was really an innovator there.
Just 2 years later, Darden sold all of his restaurants to General Mills, the cereal brand. Its goal? To expand Red Lobster's locations and menu.
General
What
Mills
makes Red
owned Red
Lobster so popular? Over 30 delicious seafood reasons right on the Red Lobster menu.
By 1984, it had 365 restaurants. And by 1997, it had more than doubled those.
After all that growth, you know, largely in the 70s and the 80s, by the 1990s and 2000s, Red Lobster was the biggest casual dining seafood chain in the country.
Does Buffalo Wild Wings count? Somehow it feels different to me. Somehow B-Dubs feels different than a Chili's or an Applebee's or a... I don't know how to put it. Sports bar? Yeah, it feels different.
2004, the company debuted what would become a customer favorite. Its limited time only, endless shrimp deal.
Don't miss the only time of year to enjoy all the shrimp you can eat.
But Red Lobster faced a problem.
Wingstop
Seafood
is different.
is expensive.
Wingstop's like a fast
Just
food,
look at this chart.
basically.
Shrimp prices began to spike in 2013. That year, Red Lobster's revenue plummeted in comparison to another Darden brand, Olive Garden. The next
Olive
year,
Garden
Darden
sleeps.
sold Red Lobster for $2.1 billion to a private equity firm. As part of the deal, all of
Wait, you're telling me a private equity firm bought Red Lobster, and then now we flash forward a few years and it's going bankrupt, and the quality has dropped, and it's completely lost all its original customers, and it's a shell of its former self? Wait, what? What, a brand that has run more or less well for 30 to 40 years got bought by a private equity firm, and then within a few years it's bankrupt? That is incredibly hard to believe. What a rare miss for private equity. An incredibly rare private equity L.
Red Lobster's real estate, which it had acquired since the late 1960s, was sold and leased back to the company to fund the total price.
Restaurant leasebacks can be kind of common in restaurants. It's something other chains do. The positive is you get a whole chunk of capital way up front. The negative is there can be consequences down the chain.
Private equity choosing something that makes them money in the short term that is bad for the business down the line? I'm shocked yet again. Are you kidding me?
2020, a group including Red Lobster's longtime seafood supplier Thai Union Group took majority ownership.
Thai Union thought that they were turning things around. Again, they had sent some executives
in 2020,
to
they
Red
bought
Lobster. And they were hoping just to
the peak of COVID,
increase the profile of Red Lobster and get people.
They thought they could buy the dip
and make it a valuable part of their company and not just a drain.
But in the years that followed, Red Lobster, like many casual dining restaurants, was hit by broader economic factors. Widespread labor shortages from the pandemic and higher inflation drove up the cost of labor, eating into profits.
It was much more expensive to get these restaurant employees, and that means their costs.
Dude, it's so funny because like this did happen, but you know, business owners were melting down. Like they were like, the National Guard needs to force people to work for minimum wage. For this level of price increase on wages, were like people they were melting down in 2021. They were like, no one will ever work again. It's it's impossible to run a business.
It was much more expensive to get these restaurant employees, and that means their costs ballooned.
And interest rates rose, which drove up the price of its leases.
You're not in control of your destiny in the same
Terrible
way
time to be
as
deeply
you are
in debt.
when you own all the restaurants. You know, there's a chance that you're going to have to amend your terms. You know, the prices can fluctuate, and suddenly you're paying a lot more for your real estate than you did.
To combat these losses, Red Lobster needed a hit. In June 2023, the company took a big swing.
Ultimate Endless Shrimp is here with a limited time
Flavor drop.
The Dragon Shrimp Flavor Drop was limited time, but Endless Shrimp at a low price was...
Flavor drops like it's fucking like a new sneaker.
It's now a year-round deal.
for just $20 right now, only at Red Lobster.
It was supposed to be a loss leader, which means the deal itself wasn't profitable, but it would increase foot traffic at a time when diners were choosing to order in. Execs were optimistic.
เรามีความมั่นใจมากยิ่งขึ้นนะครับในการที่จะบริหารจัดการ Red Lobster เนี่ยให้
And it seemed to work. The Endless Shrimp deal brought in 4% more foot traffic for the third quarter, a significant increase. But then, it started working too well.
My goal is to eat 65 shrimps tonight, 25 shrimps tonight, 45 shrimps tonight.
People were very conscious of it. The brand made sure that they marketed it both in traditional channels and online, and it got some buzz, but maybe a bit too much buzz.
The Endless Shrimp deal was much more popular than Red Lobster.
Yeah, that is kind of the problem with today is like, every time there's a loophole or something, TikTok is on that shit in a second, and it goes viral. And then people literally want to recreate exactly what they saw on TikTok. Like, it hones in on ways to, which kind of sucks for the average scammer, you know? Back in the day, if you're a person who found a loophole or a good deal from a business, you could count on doing that for months or years. But now TikTok closes that hole so fast because they want to post it for clout. And then it goes viral quickly, and then the business...
Lobster expected. This price was at the heart of the issue.
On this promotion, we don't earn a lot of money at $20. We don't, okay? And this is one of the key reasons for the losses we generate in Q3.
Isto, Glizzy will get you banned. Glizzy and Coffee Cow will get you banned. There's a bot running from Auto.
23.
For the third quarter, the company reported an $11 million operating loss.
They'd had something like a $2 million loss the quarter before, but $11 million. To have that in the quarter following, I mean, that's just a huge leap.
And sales in 2023 were down 8% from 2022.
So it didn't even work.
Today, Red Lobster ranks just 41st on the list of the biggest U.S. restaurant chains. And in January 2024, Thai Union Group announced it would sell Red Lobster.
The CEO of Thai Union also said he never wanted to eat lobster again. I mean, I think they were just really fed up with this situation.
In March, the company brought on Jonathan Tybus as CEO, an expert who has led
He'll turn it around.
restructuring at brands like Crystal and Kona Grill.
I don't
I haven't
know
heard of
for
either, to
sure
be
what
honest.
that means for Red Lobster, but it certainly does put it more likely that they'll file for bankruptcy than, say, before his announcement.
Red Lobster did not respond to a request for comment. For the time being, Red Lobster is still offering its endless shrimp deal, but it's bumped up the price to $25.
We can out eat that. Interesting story. Who are the Kona Grill is aggressively mid at medium high prices? Yikes. Largest American restaurant chains. Okay, by number of locations or by revenue? I guess we'll do number of locations. McDonald's took the crown back from Subway? I didn't know that. Subway was ahead of McDonald's. fun because I think most people like what logo is this or whatever, like it'd be like whatever. And, you know, giving them 5 restaurants and having them rank, you know, the order of these, like which are the biggest, could be really fun. Picking like random 5. I think that could be fun. Yeah, it's like more like shorts content. I just think it'd be fun. I just like interacting with people. I feel like I can bounce off people pretty well, make a joke at what they say. It could be fun, and I've never tried it, and it's like, why not try new things, you know? And it would still be business related. Or it could be like a little segment that I throw into the middle of a marketing Monday or something. I don't know. We're just trying to... I'm on full grind mode since post-vacation, where I'm like 24/7 almost just working on stuff or reading. And I'm just trying to use that time effectively. Chat, that being said, though, I'm going to go. It's 10:20. I was going to leave at 10:30. Ari's parents are here for the last night. I want to watch a show with them or relax a little bit. That's why I went live a little early. Even though it took me a little longer than I thought. Appreciate you watching. What a very fun day today. First day of a new May. We'll be back tomorrow for day 7 of the streak. 1 week in. I'm going to play the outro song. Wait. From the album, which I think was Big A Don't Lie to Me. New rating?
You know. Please don't tag nerfs. I'm not saying tag nerfs. I'm saying, like, what if they were adjusted in some way but also expanded in others? Maybe before we go that far, maybe there's something to definitely be done about screen flash absorbing inputs. If we get to figure that out down the line. What we're doing is we're just making a list, chat. We're just creating a list of like overall grievances that just would possibly make the game feel better, you know? Make it where anyone can punish tag with jab by reaction. So yeah, that alleviates the screen freeze eating your shit, right? Because it's funny that Capcom's last 2 fighting games have the same problem, where Drive Rush eats your input, and Tag, which is effectively a very similar mechanic, theoretically, it screen flashes, it stops, right? Yeah, and there's already solutions to tagging because you can throw people out of tag, right? I think there's room to mess around with that. Long story short, I would not, if this was like at least something that was coordinated by me of just getting all these things into one spot, and then it's like, okay, so let's let people fuck around with it. Let's not just release a mod that, you know, drastically adjusts gameplay without most people being on board and seeing how it actually plays in the hands of people that are good at it. We would definitely do a lot of testing. There'd definitely be like, you know, give it to Kevin and stuff like that to fuck around with it. Give it to ICU Hater to mess around with it. Get a bunch of community people to play it online and shake is so crazy to me. The blocking sounds? You mean you don't like the laser sounds? Yeah, laser sounds are they're hit or miss. Yeah, all the punching sound effects and attack sound effects sound like lasers in this game. Nexus boost sound adjustment? No, we're talking about large scale shit, not like character stuff yet. So, anyway, for anybody that's curious, the reason we're talking about this is because we're getting knee deep in MVCI and changing the visuals. Oh, let me just do that, right? Let's just show you on our current graphic style for the game how much we've actually changed. Is dash visual similar to some of its sparks? You mean that little piece of hair? Yeah. That'd make it a little bit more Dragon Ball Fighters like, right? If that hair got a visual update in that way. Black Panther. Just for comparison's sake, to show what we're currently at and what we're currently doing. Are modded characters still a pipe dream? We'll call them a pipe dream for now. Right? That chat, we're day 2 into this shit. Let's say modded characters are a pipe dream. I don't want to get your guys' hope up for sure. Is this the only Unreal Engine game Capcom has made internally? Honestly, right? Did they make any other fucking Street Fighter 5 was the before. There you go. Alright, chat. So here's what MVCI currently looks like, obviously, right? And this is about 80% of our art style that we're aiming for in the updated version of the game. Is this. So just to show how big of a difference this shit is, it is very big. Significantly better than it was before. Yeah, Spider-Man, you lose a little bit of the visual fidelity, to be real. You absolutely do. We're losing some musculature on Spider-Man, we're losing some block visuals on Ryu. It's worth it. To me, it feels worth it. I'm be much happier with the game. Oh, you can't aim in this game. Maybe I can do it here. Jesus Christ, bro. Hyperhop? There we go. The reader just looks like he hasn't washed his clothes in 10 years. Updating character models for like Spencer's face? We'll see. I mean, you put different shaders on any character's face in this game, and they start to look much different than they did before. Just like overall. So, yep. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's just very exciting. Are we there yet? No. I think art-wise, we're almost there. About 80% of the way. God damn, is that a big difference? Is shit that has really become cumbersome about MVCI, outside of clearly not having X-Men and shit like that, and the character select screen being balls, and the music and sound effect being balls. Do we have anything else that is pre-jump frames? Yeah, because you can't chicken block in this game. I don't know if I hate that. Right? Assist infinite. Explain, Mike. When you say assist infinite, I start to think of time stone. Tag, 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 tag. Yeah, I kind of don't mind the chicken blocking aspect of the game because it feels different. Assist infinite is killing the assist from full health when the point is dead. Oh, yeah. So that was the back turn problem. Isn't that kind of... Do we not think that is cool anymore? Because the combo gets reset and they get stuck in, like, a hit stun, some kind of hit stun. Dante. Well, the reason this sucks is because certain characters are hella good at it. Right. Yeah, the back turn thing is gone. But unless you have, like, Dante or some other characters, they're really fucking good at doing it. Like, the ice thing resets for Dante, and he just gets to keep going. It sucks because some characters wreck with it. I know. I know. Ice character plus Arthur can do it. Yeah, now we're getting down to some pretty specific gameplay stuff. Yeah, now it's like character balance. This punch has so much goddamn hits on hit stop. Yeah. Good point. Mind Stone rework. Don't worry, Brutan. Yeah, I know. In an actual future the game might have, where we get to that point, I personally feel that the stones, just the usage of stones overall, should be given more general usability and less emphasis on grinding towards a storm. Because the goddamn storm itself is so disgustingly oppressive, depending on which one it is. So disgustingly oppressive, dude. So I'm not a huge, and I think it looks kind of bad too, right? I think it also visually looks like shit, and it kind of homogenizes the game to a certain degree. Yeah, Souls. As much as I love Soulstone, as much as I love gimmicky MVC1 shit, you know, you gotta... Yeah. It's a little rough. I think there's room to mess around with that shit way down the line. Space Stone meta was annoying for a while, and it still is. I mean, how is it not? It's amazing. I'm just gonna throw it out there. From month one this game was out, I always said Power Stone was likely going to become one of the best stones in the game, even though it doesn't seem inherently like one of the best ones. And the reason being, Power Stone can always convert your combo into, like, guaranteed damage. You heard about any hit will get you a Power Stone combo into get fucked, right? So my question now is, how good is Power Stone? Is Power Stone, did it end up going down a bit, or is it relatively good? Third best, so I'm assuming Space Stone, Soul Stone, Power Stone, right? No screen shake. No screen shake on blocking either. We'd have to take a look at that. Wow. top 3. Soulstone's just good because you can steal games so easy, right? Power was good because of how good the Surge is. Well, the Surge is pretty fucking good. And it's like mostly safe a lot of the time, right? What is it? You look tasty. God damn, Venom is so sick looking in this game, dude. Holy shit. Can't believe you guys brought all these animations into Marvel 3. Did he just do web ball? This is command grab. Big command grab. Yeah, it's a throw. Yeah. Yeah, Venom's voice got fixed a long time ago, Chad. His voice is fine in MVC3. Was modded in and was pitched down a little bit, and he sounds great. It was a super easy fix. Projectile priority could use adjusting, maybe. Alright. Yeah, because it's the same shit as Marvel 3, right? Where overall, some projectiles just beat others. There's like a value to how good certain projectiles are. Oh, it's only high, mid, and low. Interesting. Depends on how many hits there are. Gotcha. It's not as granular. It just uses tiers plus hits. How funny. That would spice up the game a lot, because overall, right? If depending on the character just had like a really good projectile priority. Like if this beat a Ryu Fireball or some shit, that'd be funny. Anyway, I think we got a good basis. To be real, if it was like all the stuff we talked about, proximity guard going away, that being a value that just gets changed across the board, not going away, but like, you know, obviously toned down a bit. If it's a hitbox thing, whatever. Proxy guard, changing character movement and mobility overall, just seeing how the input buffer accepts a plink dash, and if it's possible to open up plink dashing just a little bit, because Venom's got it pretty good. You know, allow the Kara to actually work. That would be nice. Potentially making push block add just maybe twice as much protection frames to just not allow lockdown supers to be as degenerate, you know? And then obviously big shit, tag, time freeze, eating inputs. Always been something that's frustrating as fuck, and is still frustrating as fuck even in Street Fighter 6. I'm assuming that's an engine thing that just cannot be figured out. So we'll have to see if there's a value associated with that. And then the big one for me personally is adjust the goddamn camera shape, because the game feels like it lacks impact overall. Yeah, so is there a super push block in the game, Mike? So what was the because I really dig the way this game handles hit stun and everything. I really like the hit stun resets at the end of a big combo. I think that shit's cool. And I like the fact that at the end of a combo, you can control where your character techs out. I love that shit. I think those are really good ideas of giving the defensive player agency and the offensive player agency, I dig that shit. The perfect push block, you're right. You're right, there's timings to push block in this game. To me, I personally love that shit, right? 30% HP guts is too much. So we want rounds to go by quicker. You can see that. Blocking for 300 frames makes the push block go full screen. That's right. It scales depending on how long you've been locked down. Maybe the requirement of you being locked down for that long shouldn't be that long, right? So 300 frames is goddamn 6 seconds of just eating shit, you know? Which is a long time. Even if that value, I think you can immediately mess around with that value being like halved or quartered down just a little bit more just to see how it goes. Even if it was 500 frames, that's a long time, dude. That's a long fucking time. To get mixed like 6 times during that. Why was this game not given a budget? Great questions. Those are great questions. So when is MVCI getting a community edition like Ultimate Marvel 3 did? We're at the beginning right now, right? All we're doing is getting sort of a consensus on... I don't want to like pitch for something in the game to change, to be like, oh, everybody fucking hates this, you know? So all we're doing is just pitching around some ideas, because if we get a large amount of people on board with the visuals of the game, then the sky's the limit, dude. You'll be able to inspire enough people to want to come in and actually have an impact in some way, which is exactly what happened to Ultimate Marvel 3. And if somehow, you know, down the line, Ultimate Marvel 3 and MVCI can share a similar ecosystem of like character move lists and shit, then that's like the dream. You know, that's the Marvel vs. Capcom dream. Donk's doing a tournament tomorrow. All the stones represented by 6 players. Interesting. Interesting. Push block guard cancels from Marvel 2 would change the game. Wait, do you mean like guard breaking? Like air guard breaking and shit? That'd be a huge change, but also kind of scary. Again, I think some of the I don't want to turn the game specifically into like a Marvel 2 or a Marvel 3. I don't want that. I think MVCI has a unique gameplay identity that makes it kind of fun. So I don't want that to go away specifically. Active tagging is a big part of the game, so that needs to stay that way. And the way you defend against that shit too. Jesus Christ, dude. Animator went to town on this shit. How about adding a parry mechanic? No. No. So funny how Ryu didn't get a down-down super. If we eventually get to that point, chat, who is against DPs? Who's against DPs? Going back to DPs. Right? Who's against? Are we against Dragon Punch inputs being actual DPs and no longer down-downs? Please do it. I don't know. We'll see. Because who got down DPs? Is it Morgan and Zero? Yeah, there's a lot of DP style inputs in the game already. Does Zero already have a DP input on, what's it called? On something else? It doesn't? Yeah, Zero's is down. We'll see. Wow, you gotta charge that a lot to dash cancel out of it. Ryu's gonna forever be low tier in every NPC game. It doesn't matter. They can give him all these tools, it doesn't matter. He's good at Tatsunoko versus Capcom, you're right. Yeah, weird angle. HSD is huge. Jesus. Holy shit. God damn, hit stun decay really gets fucked up after a throw. Bro. That's wild.
Hello, chocolatey, crunchy, creamy, crispy Klondike cones. Or as we like to call them, Joe Crunchy Cream Biscuit. Joe Crunchy Cream Biscuit!
game has an absent art style. It's really crazy. And some of the characters just look fine. Man. Oh, where's the cap render? Dog. Captain Bugman. It's worse than absent is the problem. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's a negative art style. All it has is just a bad impact on the game. It's really nuts, dude. Everyone's got the wall eyes, yeah. Yeah. I think it would be really interesting to take our new art style, the new rendered shit, and actually mess with it in a way that allowed us to get like 8K renders out of this, and we just like, you know, scale those out. Get some super high res ones, and I downscale them and put them just here. These obviously aren't PNGs, they're probably just textures and shit. Let's see. Yeah, because already, you know, I don't know, man. I think if we get some neutral lighting on these characters and then just blow it up, it might look very nice. Well, it's a different game. It's the same game, but it's a goddamn different game, you know? God damn, Ryu. Nothing can be done about the story. Nothing can be done about that in the future. Sorry. Did you catch the Ryu Air Dash mod? They're doing gameplay tweaks? Yes, I know. Yes, I am aware. Are arcade endings possible? That would be extremely low priority. In my eyes, that'd be extremely low priority. It's funny how much different the characters look with just a different renderer on the face, too. So I think there's enough stuff that can be done with the game, even on like a low-level impact, that isn't just visuals, that could make it feel like a genuinely new experience, you know? Not talking about characters, not talking about all that kind of shit. It's just getting all the right people into the right spots doing shit. Because if one of the bigger challenges that's happening right now is that we have a super passionate scene of people for Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, 100%. But most of their know-how and experience has been in this old funky-ass NT framework engine from MVC3. So because of that, not everybody knows how to get shit working and operating, to get rigs online, you know, in a game like MVCI just yet. So it's at the early phases. But trust me, it's like, if there's something that screenshots like this have already done, it's inspired a lot of people to want to be involved and to get shit going. So, don't worry, chat. I'm excited. I'm super excited. And hopefully stuff will be online sooner than later. Yeah, Unreal Engine 4 is just easier to work because of documentation and familiarity. You know, it's what the majority of people have done. Yeah, Marvel 3 needs people that are like literally gods to reverse engineer that whole fucking game. That's the problem with it. Without Yoshi, we'd all be screwed. Yeah. Yeah. It's wild. The Marvel 3 mod scene, I remember tuning in when especially when Cyclops came online early. He was just like Sea Viper. That shit was cool. So you're becoming Nick Fury. I would love to do that, right? If there's one thing that I hope I can have an impact on with a lot of people that want to help out in some way, if not helping budget things at the same time, is that it'd be really cool if I can get everyone working on certain aspects and helping each other out and creating documentation. This is stuff that already has just happened over the years naturally with MVC3, but just effectively giving it like some sort of focus. I feel there's already been community members in the past, like Tabs and stuff like that, that feel like they are, and now Callie, they're effectively like the overseers of a lot of this stuff to keep everything sort of like lined up in a way. And if there's one thing I would like is not to release this shit too early, you know? I do not think this is something that I would just want to put out, hey, visual mod, that's it, see you later. Like, no. I'd want to treat this like it's a release, dude. Where if we're going to release a visual mod for MVCI, it won't just be the game looking like this. It will also be, you know, a refresh to this stuff. It won't be gameplay things yet. It will not. But it will be an overall refresh to, like... and the game needs to look different, right? Game needs to not just have characters that look different and stages and backgrounds that look different. It also needs to be reflective, like, up here. And getting appropriate art for that kind of stuff online at the same time would also be really important. Crossroads we're at with balancing is very scary for actual fans. The advisory needs to come from a legit source. Well, that's the idea behind, like, approaching a balancing aspect as something different, you know? Approaching gameplay tuning, engine, like core mechanical tuning and character tuning as something not identical as, like, the whole package, where it's like, hey, we're just gonna throw a bunch of fucking wild characters and gameplay adjustments with the visual mod. Enjoy it or don't enjoy it. No, I think you need to preserve MVCI as a gameplay experience the way that people have enjoyed it, you know? So at some point, it's like, hey, you gotta have... Here's just the visuals if you want the visuals, and if you want to play the OG game, there you go. You can do that. But here's also a giant visual overhaul and a big gameplay refresh of things that have griped a lot of people over the past few years, and we stress test that and let people play it a whole bunch to figure out, like, oh, so what's fucked up and what isn't fucked up. And this is just like long forward thinking, you know, just forward thinking. If I could direct like that kind of a project to get everything in line, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. It wouldn't just be a visual overhaul, it'd be all this other shit. Yo, Church, thanks for the gift sub. Yeah, it's effectively the Monster Hunter World Ice mod of MVCI, pretty much. I completely agree with that. UE4 pack mods are drag and drop for visual stuff. That's cool. That's cool, man. In the same way where it's like, you know, I remember there was some topical conversations many years back about Marvel 3 when there was and I think one of the reasons that Marvel 3 mods have sort of popped off in the way they have is because that project in itself feels like it's relatively focused, where people have clearly made other mods of characters from like Smash and stuff like that. Things have made it into the game that are from other games entirely. But I think one of the coolest things about it was that, no, MVC3 mods weren't just the Mugen of 3D Capcom fighting games. It didn't turn into Mugen. it kept it in the space of Marvel and Capcom. It felt like a true expansion to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 instead of a playground of just gameplay. So it kept the feel and spirit of Marvel vs. Capcom, which I think is what has garnered it so much success and passion from a lot of people. It just feels like the game's continuing in some way. It's really cool. I feel like that's kind of the same with like MVCI, you know? It's the same kind of shit. Yo, the Jake is a lie, thank you. And if there's one thing, dude, like, this shit is already popping off all over the place with a couple of screenshots in a couple of days. I mean, just imagine how big this would possibly get later on. And I'm almost, I will say, I'm almost slightly concerned about that. I will say that. And that's where something I think there has to be some kind of trepidation about this whole project, where if you get something that looks way too good and is doing things that are really great and fun and are expanding the game, I think there's a spot where you can make the developers look bad. And I do not want to do that, because this is effectively a celebration of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and not really a thing that is meant to put down what the game already has been and what's fun about it. So really, the last thing I want to do is to create headlines that like fans fixed what Capcom and Disney or Marvel couldn't. I don't like that. I think that's a shitty story. I think it being a celebration of Marvel vs. Capcom and the passion therein, and that being the guiding focus of it, is good. Which is effectively why we would not be... I'm probably going to go relatively dark on this stuff in the near future. I'm probably not going to talk about this, but just be helping out as much as I possibly can in the background, and just keeping my excitement to myself. And then eventually, when we get something that feels about right, we can release something that's really cool. You know what I really want to do? You know what I actively want to do? What I think could actively help the future of the franchise, which has no future right now, and actively help the entities at B that could either be angry about this or could possibly want to celebrate it in some way, which has happened with Marvel 3. I want to sell copies of MVCI, dude. I think I do. I want MVCI people to buy this game to see this shit and be like, oh shit, game looks like that now? I just have to download this thing? Cool, I'll buy it. I can play it online like that? Fucking cool, bro. I'll buy it. I want Capcom and Marvel to reap the benefit of fan passion, and that seems weird and shitty to say, but at the same time, that's sort of like a, why is everybody buying this shit? Oh, that's happening? Well, that's weird that's happening. Should we shut it down, or should we just let it keep going? Clearly, that's an interest level. That's a gauge that's moving, that gets some people in certain positions of power to be like, damn, people still really give a shit about this, right? And yeah, I guess they do. You know, there's only so much we can do on our end as fans, as like passion projects, as fan art, all of this kind of stuff, in order to get the eyes, ears, and attention of the powers that be. And to be real, stuff like Marvel vs. Capcom 3 mods, and even stuff like this, I think could potentially give Marvel vs. Capcom a future. It's better than nothing, dude. You know? To be completely honest, it's better than nothing. Anyway, now's not the best time to buy MVCI, chat. If you are looking at this stuff and you're excited for the future, you know, I can't guarantee if things will be released or how things are going to be released, but right now the game's like, ugh. Nearly full price. What the hell's that about? This goes on sale every once in a while. This does go on sale. So I would wait for that. I've seen this go on sale for as cheap as like 20 bucks at times, I think. So, you know, there's obviously codes and other methods to buy MVCI. It's genuinely a super fun game. It just looks bad and doesn't have the roster that everybody loves. This will be 10 bucks at EVO? Really? Does it drop that low during big events like EVO and stuff? You got it for 7 bucks during a Christmas? Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. I think if there's one thing that I'm willing to do, and I've already like started this by creating a financial obligation, is that I'm willing to fucking acknowledge that I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is if we can turn MVCI into like a sick looking game with sick looking shit in it. Because it already is a really fun game. I'm willing to like literally budget certain parts of this in the same way that we budgeted some impossible shit to happen. If there's one thing that is the thing about the mod scene is that you're just waiting on people to do stuff eventually, and life takes over and you got to go make money and shit. So if there's things that people can actively tackle and solve, I'd be willing to like budget that out in some way. Can you say how much I'm spending? I can't. I'm not going to do that. But there could be some things in the future. If we don't know how to do certain shit and I have to create a bounty again, I'll do it. I'll 100% do it. If there's certain parts of MVCI modding we get to that is quite literally holding back moving forward, and we don't know like character importing, right? If there was a big issue in character importing or character slots, all that kind of shit, I would say that there could be moments where I have to like, we got to make a bounty on this, and it's Unreal Engine 4. The chance of somebody knowing how to do this is probably pretty high. So that worked before, you know. That was a thing that significantly worked before. Gotta find a way. Will you package all the mods you're budgeting, like Max's MVCI? Everything, anything I would budget on the background for any game is free, chat. It would, I don't need my branding on it. Is 100% free. We would give it a different name too. Obviously, if all this shit happened, I'm not selling something to you. I'm just making something that I want. And it clearly looks like, based on the reaction, that a ton of people out there are saying that, you know, MVCI was a game that just never had the chance to stand up. And it's funny to look at this shit and realize how close it was. You know, that's the wild shit, is to look at something like this with only a couple of days of work and to effectively realize how close we could have been. We were this close, bro. We were like a couple of patches away. They put this fucking art style into Street Fighter 6, dude. They put something fairly close to this into into Street Fighter 5 at the end of its life cycle. It was not that much different. All the character outlines and stuff like that, it really wasn't. For someone who previously played Marvel 3 but never in a serious way, who wants to know, what's the best way to learn the systems and teams to enjoy it but also progress? Several Marvel folks would be able to hit you up on that. I would, number one, pay attention to Kevin Ha, who runs weekly events and probably has Discord servers for Marvel 3, you know? Also, Tampa Never Sleeps and stuff. They run weekly Marvel 3 events. All that kind of stuff is still around, and there's, you know, a lot of people that are still grinding and competing. So, you know, if you're looking for resources and stuff like that, there's beginner-friendly tournaments, all that kind of shit. There's a rookie-focused channel. There you go. That's dope. That's hella dope. Marvel vs. Capcom Restone. Ugh. Yeah, let's pitch me some names, chat. My stupid brain trust immediately goes to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Reloaded. I don't know why. My brain went there immediately. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite doesn't sound... I don't like piggybacking on Ultimate Marvel 3. That's too Matrixy. It's true. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite plus Alpha. That's almost too cheesy, and I sort of love it. Marvel MVC Infinite and Beyond. Infinite and Beyond, almost like almost kind of too on the nose. I love it though. I sort of love it. This is why I ask you, chat. Yeah, god damn it. It's good. Coming up with a logo for that? Yeah, that's not bad. I hate how much I love it. Beyond Infinite? No. No. Infinite and Beyond is just good. Just a plus symbol after it? Yeah. Yeah. Infinite and Beyond is fucking hilarious. And the thing is, it's catchy. It sticks. It sticks with you. And it also is relatively meta, because the whole point of it is that, like, it's the launching point. Yeah, I love it. If I had a choice, not the Buzz Lightyear logo or some shit, but I would definitely try to get some logo artists that I've worked with in the past to work on something like that. Infinite and Beyond. Would it be possible to remove stones for another character so it's 3v3? I mean, that's a dream, but that's way down the line. I do remember hearing from a variety of people about the development of MVCI over the years that the game at one point was 3v3. That at some point in this game's life cycle, it was another 3v3 game, and that changed. So I have zero clue if the game still has mechanics or code related as which, even functional aspects. For example, then I don't want to, you know, we'll see. We'll see. How late in dev was that? I have no clue, man.
Your odor protection has been a job half done. New Dove Med Plus Care Whole Body Deodorant.
very hard to use in this game. I don't know why. Wow. Good job. So, you know. Yeah, there's definitely some space we can mess around with stuff on the main menu. Does Infinite not have random select? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. MVC2 does not have random select. Ooh, good job. Here, hold on a second. Let me get this guy not to block. There you go. Now press those two buttons, honey, right here. Press those two buttons. Press them. Same time. Same time. Wow. Ooh. Try again. Press them again. Go. Now. Here, don't hold them down. This. Watch. Fire. Yeah. Press the button. Press any button. Press any button. Press them. Press them. Ice. Yeah. Trying to think of any other menu stuff we could do. Yeah, screen tearing is probably happening, chat. I'll have to fix it. I was just firing up the game just to check it out. I know, you made ice. You made fire. Uh-oh. Did you do that? Wow. Yeah. Fire. The potential this game had, dude, it really is true. Changing the character select portraits to do it stuff for the UI of the health bars. Yeah. Can I put my car really quick? Gotta show something. So, yes. Straight up, if there's something that's very easy that can be changed, and we'll do a ton just to help out the visual aspect of the game. Oops, I have to choose Sage first. It is this. These portraits... I know, you want Mega Man. These portraits are the worst. They are not good. We need to definitely change the character portrait art. A dinosaur, where? Right there? Wow, it is like a dinosaur. We need to change these. We need to see how this menu can be manipulated. You want the dragon? Where's the dragon? That guy? Okay, you want the dragon. I think this is a very easy fix, and also not like a super costly one, because we can... I think the stuff on the left should actually be in-game renders. I think we can like 8K render out with our obvious like new shaders. You want me to play? Okay. Oh no, there is random. Random's at the bottom, chat. We can clearly do something there. Make the actual stuff on the left like in-game. Mega Man, you want to play Mega Man and Dragon? Okay, hold on, baby. Portraits are easy to mod. Did that for all of your mods. That's true, I think it would... So that's not a hard thing to do, because I know Eye on Computers, you did a lot of MVCI mod stuff in the past. Hopefully you're seeing what we're doing now. Here, go ahead and play, honey. What I'm saying is, what if I got an artist? Right? Just to do the faces. What if I got an artist? You know? What if I had an artist that could easily do that? I'd prefer there to be like hand-drawn art all over the place, and we just commission those out, you know? Wow. Okay, press those two buttons. You did it! Look! You did it. There's mad screen tearing. I think that'd be sick. I think that's something that would be dope. And I already have somebody in mind, but it might take a little bit of time because they're already working on stuff that I'm doing. You could use the concept art. You could. You could. But there's also, like, you know, there's also some... You have to make, like, which characters are grimace, which characters are angry, which characters are closed-mouthed, like all that kind of stuff. Wow. Did you do that? That's crazy. Wow. Very good. Playing Mega Man? I'm thinking about overall presentation. Is it Volta base? No. That would be Kai. Kai. Yeah, I see him. Yeah. Kai would probably be very down. It depends on how polished I want it to be. The thing is, I also want it to look new, right? As an overall just presentation aesthetic, I like everything to look like new. And Kai, it would be a lot easier. Hold on a second. Because the face is in the top left and right, Kai. It'd be a lot easier if you just had to do busts, right? Not even busts, like literal portraits of some faces, you know? And they don't even have to be super high resolution. Character select portraits and the portraits of the health bars are different. That can probably be standardized, right? That could probably be standardized. Very good. Yeah, I don't know how we can change the way the health bars look, but there's definitely something we can do there. You know. Here's the thing, chat. You will never find a UI that people are happy with. It doesn't exist. You'll never get a UI that everyone's like, that's badass. It doesn't exist. Everyone always complains about UI, even when it looks really good. MVC3 UI is nice. Marvel 3 Vanilla. MVC3 UI is great. Marvel Ultimate? No, it's not. It's horribly confusing. Unless you played the shit out of the game, you have no idea what character's about to tag in. I think the health bars in this game are generally pretty good. Did I say something? Sorry. Guru, thank you. What, Mega Man? There you go. Definitely be down for some recommendations on UI stuff. If anybody had any like ideas or examples from other games, just hit me up on Twitter. I see you. I see what you're doing. Sorry. The child. Ripley Data has to fight Akuma. How long do you estimate for the time of the project? I have no clue.
Okay.
There's no way to tell, chat.
Okay, then.
You done? You want me to fight? Okay.
Got more mass on me, it would take me more to like cut through gravity. So, no, I think I would be a match for like Bryce Hall.
Heavy lit.
Bryce Hall, maybe Taylor Holder.
I'm actually mad at you.
Why?
Because you set up a burner account for my phone on my phone plan.
Right.
And my
oh, well, that's fucking cool. You watch
The Rock?
Aquafina's a good example.
The Rock's a good.
I didn't get my $100. I lost $100. And it's like, yeah,
Why is it
good.
a transatlantic
I'll do a
accent?
sabaton.
Let's do another sabaton.
Folks, I'm doing a sabaton. It's me, Cody
I didn't get my $100.
Why is he?
Come quick,
Why is he a
1920s newsman? Come see the strongest man in Coney Island.
I've been known.
You do have a bad track. Maybe it's. Have you ever considered that it's your fault? With your track record.
You should consider that.
How quickly can we shift into the victim here?
Can't wait for you to get assaulted.
What kind?
Oh, dude.
I hope they throw the book at him.
The whole book of assault?
It's such an inversion of the phrase. That's what a judge does, is throw the book at them.
Yeah.
But you're saying the criminal should throw the book at Aiden.
Yeah.
Using
Well,
the
that's
power
how they
of...
find out what crimes to do.
When looking through the assault encyclopedia.
The book of bad shit that can happen. The anarchist cookbook. I hope they throw that whole thing
I
at
hope
you.
they make napalm out of your brains.
Okay.
Are we going?
Well,
Oh, we
I
are?
wanted to make Ludwig uncomfortable, but I see that it's quickly flipped on me.
And you said yourself, how do we make this about the victim? And they're in stellar execution.
Yeah.
Welcome
I have so much practice.
to that. Ludwig, guys, I want to prime you for this episode. Ludwig is sad.
This is the sad episode.
This is the sad episode.
Yeah. So we're gonna be talking about a lot of sad stuff, like chunky peanut butter. Instead of having
What's
smooth
wrong with
available.
Chunky's good.
Right, I meant smooth, I guess.
Yeah,
so
Smooth's also
apparently
good.
Oh, you want chunky and you
Don't
find
attack
smooth.
me.
Neither are good. Neither.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go.
They both
Here we go.
taste
It's
terrible.
So
They smell bad.
annoying.
Well, in Sweden, peanut butter is called Jurskisberg.
It's called Jurskisberg, and if you're
it's so much
allergic,
better.
it doesn't even hurt
They
you.
put dead fish in it. I think it actually makes it better.
Yeah, it smells like a nasty, like a butt, and I love it because I'm a sweetaboo. God,
That means
do
stop.
not, you cannot say
You
that.
can't say that.
Archie,
Stop.
blurt that
You
out.
can't say that when
I
you're
can't
white.
say
That is so fucked.
Sluta.
Dude, you guys.
Dude, that's fucked up.
You're trying to end this shit now?
Guess what this means? Flika.
Is that for the other type? That's for the other kind.
Ja, iskade.
Yo, Iskaday. This guy.
You guys cannot say that.
Can we stop doing Swedish on the podcast?
We're
We don't
doing
have any Swedish fans.
That's all Swedish slurs, actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's why you guys slapped 5 after. Okay, so the reason why Ludwig's actually very valid to be kind of bummed out today.
As opposed to normally.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Of
Wait,
course
I'm
opposed to
sorry.
normally.
Why are you validating my sadness?
What a funny question to ask.
He's
Like
insinuating
I shouldn't do.
if you were sad for any normal reason, it would be acceptable.
It's self-validating.
Excuse me?
It's self-validating.
What is?
My sadness.
It's self-validating. Well, there's no wrong thing I'm doing by, verbalizing.
I hate when chat does it.
When chat
Yeah.
verbalizes your sadness?
No, just any emotion or thought.
Like, give me an example.
Yeah, I'd just say like, you know what? I actually enjoyed Dark Souls more than Elden Ring, which isn't true. But if I said that, they'd go like, "That's really valid, Ludwig."
You hate that.
I hate that.
Ooh, you want them to fight you on it.
I don't want them to fight me. It's just like,
it's like it was valid when I said it.
Yeah, I thought it. It was my thought.
No, when someone says that's valid, they're reaffirming that you may have taken a brave stance, and they're saying, hey, you know what? This is okay. They don't say it about fucking peanut butter because it's like, it's a normal thing to like. Don't say a fucking word.
Yeah.
With that fuck ass haircut, do not say anything.
Come on, man. It's not fuck ass.
I just didn't do anything with it.
I think Aiden's had the most looks by far on the show. Like if you just take like PNGs and cut them out and put them all next to each other, each look, like he has the highest quantity.
He's our era meter. We're in the fuck ass Bob era now. For me, it's been just a gradient of whether or not I've had facial hair.
And the thing is, Taylor does this because she was dating someone named Bob, and Bob broke her heart.
It was Eric Reprid, and he called her a Bob. Dude, Taylor Swift and Eric Reprid. I ship it.
Yeah, that would be. You're talking
and
about.
He lets her say it.
Dude, Taylor's lyrics, they're getting a little bit more like they could be pulled right out of a TikTok. So I don't know. I think she could pull it off. I think she can get away.
Deep on Taylor this time.
I've been spending the last 5 days with Cutie Cinderella. Of course I'm on Taylor Swift.
I met him.
Oh, me?
What about him?
What do you mean?
You're going deeper on Taylor.
What do you mean going deeper?
You're deep on Taylor.
You've been tweeting about Taylor now?
Yeah, dude, the entire world sat down at once and listened to something at the same time.
Not me.
Which I think is interesting.
It's a double, dude.
I hit plat.
Double album.
I hit plat that night. That's what I did.
2 album, dude.
I worked hard.
Huh?
I worked hard and hit plat.
I was watching Cutie, just absolute like hooked up to the copium machine talk about this album, and she was just like, I realized that if you just don't really pay attention to the first part of the album, like if you just let it play and like don't think about it or listen to it, it's actually pretty good.
Dude, no.
This is a real sentence.
Wait, so
She said that?
Yeah.
Because I messaged her after this. I was like, I genuinely was curious. I was like, she's getting rightfully roasted, right? And she gave me this like whole like 7-paragraph breakdown, which is actually really cool. Because, look, I don't think it's...
Maybe I'm more disconnected than I thought. Is this not being well received? Is she getting roasted?
Oh, brother. You haven't seen? She wants to go back to 1830. She said that.
I thought they would back the blue no matter what.
I think it's being very well received by almost everyone, but like listeners. People listen to it. Like it's doing better on the chart.
Wait a minute.
Right.
But
so you're...
So if you listen to it, you won't like it.
No,
that's what you just
I'm
said.
saying the people who listen to Taylor.
His therapist told him we're supposed to validate these when these happen. We just say
That's
yes.
so valid, Ludwig.
Yeah, that's valid.
Don't do it. I told you I don't like. On my sad day, you have to listen.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tell us more.
You're right. We do have to listen, and I'm
well,
listening.
I think it's. There's a lot of people listening to Taylor who don't like Taylor.
Yeah, they're listening to hate. They're hate listeners,
and I think they're loud. But I don't think they actually ultimately matter for like how well the album will do.
Oh my god, he's Ludwig pilled right now. He's literally talking about this like he talked about a YouTube video that is a 5 out of 10.
It's no different.
Will this album be a classic?
It'll have classics. The whole thing.
Okay, well that's different.
Will the whole thing
Will it be a
classic?
classic Taylor Swift album?
I don't know if I can be the judge on that.
What if it's her
maybe
most,
the second half?
What if it's her most listened to piece of album ever at the end of it when all the dust settles?
With how many songs that are on it, it's possible.
That's different. Okay, also, people listening right now, you might not care. You might be like, who cares about Taylor? I think that genuinely, if something has the attention of this many human beings at once, it's worth thinking about and not being a counterculture bot about.
We should... you're getting ahead of people not liking the episode.
I'm just
by saying, but you should.
I'm just saying there are people, and it's really easy to be like, this is gay. Who cares?
It's just me and you here, baby. We can just have a talk.
But I think I'm.
We don't have to worry about that.
I'm being real.
Who cares what they think? If we let talk about it, we can talk about it. What they think doesn't matter.
What I'm trying to say is, it's a good thing to be able to talk about giant cultural moments, especially if they're cringe.
I think that's valid.
Isn't this not as big as like when BTS drops an album?
I don't fucking know.
This is
But
gotta
like,
be
you don't
bigger.
keep up.
This has
with
to be
that.
bigger.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking red-blooded American.
That's a good
bro.
question.
Like, what do you?
Taylor's. I
it's
listened to the
not.
first, I think, 2 songs of her album on my way to Master Baker because I thought it'd make me more culturally relevant to the show. I was kind of doing a character study.
Yeah.
And there's a part where she says, she's talking. The Swifties will know, but she's talking about like dating someone, obviously, and they're obviously not dating anymore. And then she's like, we used to talk about how Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist.
Yeah, people were roasting her for that.
I heard that lyric, and I was like, Charlie Puth. So I started listening to Charlie Puth instead. And I was like, oh, he made Light Switch. He's big enough. His songs have 1 billion listens. What does she want from Charlie Puth?
So
That was Lost in My Life. It's about Maddie Healy.
From Charlie Puth?
No, it's about
It's
Maddie
about
Healy.
Maddie Healy going.
Oh, that song's about Maddie Healy.
Dude, like
It's
the whole
about him
album
going
is.
on
That's the
Cumtown.
thing.
I don't know
It's
anything
about
about-
the Cumtown man.
It's about the.
It's about the ghostly, evil Cumtown man.
That's so cool.
I know. Adam Freeland was like, I heard there's a big album out about me. Dude, oh my god. It's so fucking funny.
And do you think that that's part of the lyrics? Do you think that she mentions like Nick Mullen?
Yeah, she calls it a semen village.
When you said the N-word.
Yeah, the whole song's called Seaman Village.
The Seaman Village.
My Seaman Village. Yeah, they went hard.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Do you think they talk anymore?
That's why it's really funny. No, well, they only exchange probably like their favorite like ways to do a Chinese voice over text.
I think he meant Maddie Healy.
Yeah, and Taylor Swift.
Right.
Oh, I was thinking Maddie Healy and
They use Signal on an encrypted line.
Yeah.
And just talk, and just do really racist improv.
I'm having one signal contact to do your racist improv because the scrutiny's just too high.
Yeah, the scrutiny's too high. It's like that shit's locked down like the president, like Obama, who weirdly enough also did that with Maddie Healy.
Did we say why Love was sad?
No, we didn't. Because it's not important. Because sad, it doesn't. It comes in all flavors.
So he's not valid.
No, he
Let
is
our
valid.
friend
But
share.
I did say
why
it
he's
was
sad.
actually valid instead of like the other times. Ludwig, why are you sad, Bears?
I got robbed, man.
You got fucking robbed.
I got robbed.
You got your pockets run
They stole.
on Alvarado, right on the street.
Why would they do that?
Why would they rob my
Yeah.
car? I
A
don't
young
know.
gentleman.
I don't know why they'd rob a young street
Is it
soldier.
because they know you'll get it back?
I think if I put a bumper sticker that said "Young Street Soldier," they wouldn't have robbed me.
So they broke into your car, whoever this was, and they took what?
They took my jacket.
Which jacket?
Why are you making me relive it?
I have hiccup. Well, because
You feel big?
reliving this is good for you and entertaining for them.
Feel big? They
No,
took...
here, I got it. So it's the jacket that makes you gay if you wear it. Did they take that one?
No, I have that one still.
They're supposed to say yes. No, they think
They're visible. I'm wearing it right now. They took my leather jacket, my hot leather jacket.
Which you liked very much.
I liked it so much, and I found it. It was so expensive.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
lick,
just so
actually.
much money.
Yeah.
That guy probably has no idea how much that jacket is worth.
It's a $5,000 leather jacket.
call it, yeah.
If you guys see that shit in LA on Facebook Marketplace, let me know. I'll pull up.
For $30, just buy it back.
I'll pull up and say, will you take $5,000 for this? And I'll just take it
You
back.
tell them I'll give them 1,000. Like you're still, they don't know. And then what was the other one?
I think it's a Red Bull jacket, and then
Oh, that's good because he won't be able to wear that one.
Yeah, it's an
because it says
athlete.
it on the label on the inside.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
he-
you have to be an athlete.
You have to be
gotta be a Red Bull
the
athlete.
guy just like, dude, no!
God.
Oh,
I hate when you get one of these.
I hate when you get an athlete exclusive piece of gear. That,
Maybe it's like one of those things, like you put the jacket on, you become an athlete.
oh my god, he starts making YouTube shorts?
Yeah, well, now I'm thinking maybe more traditional athlete, not like Ludwig's like
Ludwig's-
the outlier
that's
kind of
what
athlete.
Ludwig, he's an athlete.
Well, he's not an athlete. He's a Red Bull player.
That's why Kaide
Bull.
thought it was so funny.
And his,
when
his sport is YouTube.
his sport is bringing smiles to children's faces.
basketball. You seen?
They made you an athlete because of your basketball skills.
You're a basketball
Yes,
player
sir.
for Red Bull. Is
Yes,
what you're
sir.
saying.
You did take a
Mainly for
victory over a varsity player.
Yeah. Amen. It's true.
Varsity.
A varsity player, yeah.
Pretty good. It's the best in high school.
That's you can't get higher than that.
You can.
Yeah.
Not in high school, I guess.
Nah, God, can't wait to talk about how you did against them.
I haven't said shit. I'm not. I know when I'm You know, I did. You look good. You look good. Everyone's saying how good you look.
You do look great.
I'm saying you look good.
I'm sorry they took it.
It's okay.
Well, I have
man.
a question for you. What?
Okay.
So what? Can you describe what Master Baker was like for you and how you won?
Oh, yeah, I would love to. Did you not?
I did not. So I want to give you the stage to talk about what it takes to win. So if I ever have another chance,
Dude,
I
I just literally sat there with my hands on my hips every day, just being like, fuck.
Did you ever get saved?
I got saved, I think, once, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I got saved. But, like, I think people didn't want to, like, resave all the time, so that was also a part of it. But yeah, I was just like, fucking, I came in every day. I pretended I was the guy from the bear. I would cut an apple with a knife.
And your food was good?
No. It was just better than everyone else's.
That's crazy.
I think my field was bullshit. I had Eric Point Crow fucking next to me. Like, what are we doing, man?
That guy
can't make cereal.
Stone dead dumbass.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of got lucky. It's like I was the best melee player in 2003.
And I bumped into his head once and it went.
That guy comes home from Master Baker and then crosses Breath of the Wild in a straight line.
I fell asleep to that video last night.
Yeah.
He sits on the edge of his bed saying nothing until someone asks him to do another thing.
That's why he needs Abby.
Oh, it's time to go again.
My favorite thing about Point Crow is he's a former collegiate rower.
Yeah.
And so his back is so big that when he plays basketball, he looks like the hunchback because he doesn't have equivalent chest muscles.
Yeah, it's weird.
So he's always hunched over and his back looks insane. And then he turns around.
He looks like a Sam Sulek thumbnail, but like from one angle.
Only from, but it's insane from that angle.
Yeah.
In our basketball games, Yan likes to play like a lean like a cholo style basketball where he's got his elbows up and he's putting them like this into your back. And it hurts.
Talking about Big Steppa?
I'm talking about Big Steppa Yan. And I was getting pissed off because every time he'd be guarding me, he'd be like this. And he'd be giving me a massage. And I'm like, stop doing that. So I started playing rough with Yan. But then Point Crow switches with Yan and comes in, and I'm still in rough mode. So he's behind me, and I sort of give him a push, and he stumbles back like a fall guy. and I literally heard him go, oh. I heard him do a little thing where he was like, oh, that's what we're doing.
That's a Yan.
And for the rest of the day, he was a wall. He was a wall I could not push through. I was like putting all my weight into him, and he's just like, I'm stuck here.
Dude, he
strong,
casually told us yesterday that he did 100-kilometer row by himself. Like he did.
Yeah.
That's so
Computer
far.
translate.
That
70-mile row?
Out of 60 miles?
It is disgusting how you just said kilometer instead of
Because that's how you
translating
say it. That's the events are
That's
in
how
kilometers. They don't
you
do it.
say it.
No,
That's
that's
how
how
you
we
do
do
it.
it.
That's very
How about if I say this?
I was on the road, it's not
Usain Bolt just won the 100 meter. Do I have to translate that into feet for you?
And all I got was this video.
No,
I don't know.
Well, okay.
Is that
What do you
Mario?
call it? The mile or the 1600 kilometer?
I think those are literally different events.
Yeah, they are because I said 1600 kilometers.
Yeah, one of
which
those is
is
like
insane.
Yeah, it's really long.
I've done that one a lot in track though.
I don't think I've walked that much distance. It's almost 1,000 miles.
Almost.
Classic event.
Just under.
Yeah, I asked him about this because I was like, why did you do rowing? He's like, I just wanted to do something in college. That's the only answer.
That's a good reason.
Sick.
That is a good reason.
You should do something in college.
Try some shit. Too bad it wasn't like black belt karate. But
We should make an event where it's just the longest run ever, and you just can't stop.
You don't think this exists?
I think Russ Cook just did this.
And you can't stop at all?
You're saying it's like a thing everyone does at once, though.
No, I just meant like I don't think we've done this. Have we done this? Where you just go as far as you possibly can without sleeping until all your vital organs shut down?
This is okay. Not
When you say we, you're talking about human society,
Human
which
society?
is kind of funny.
Talking about human society.
There is an event like this. I forget what it's called. There's an event in the U.S. where you just run as long as you can.
Do they classify a run from a walk?
There was a Malcolm in the Middle
No,
episode.
because I
about
think
this.
you're just trying to
Nick's
get
trying
as
to find
far
like
as
the
possible.
rules.
No, this is what I meant. I'm just saying what
It's
I
gotta be
meant.
a run you actually can't walk. It has to be until your bodily
That's
functions
why it's
collapse.
interesting. That's what I was thinking, was that you can't walk. You have to run, and then we have to define a run.
Zipper, can you please look up Malcolm in the Middle walking race? This has been covered.
This is
great.
great.
Extensively. through a sitcom episode
We got
of Malcolm
this.
in the
We
Middle.
got it. It's done.
I promise you, this has all the answers you'll ever need.
I've seen this episode. It's like this is Hal in it or something.
Yeah, Hal, he's
Great
like becomes a
episode.
competitive walker, and then he does analysis and realizes that he's kind of flicking his wrist, and he's kind of like bouncing his like heel, and he's like, "You're running."
God, that show is so good.
It's so fucking funny. So yeah, as a society, I don't know, maybe we've done that. I'd love to see some people like their stomach come out of their butt.
There's a basement gym in Norway that they just do a 100-hour race on.
It's miserable.
Yeah. So this is and so you come up with it in the show. He has like this walking like
I
outfit.
remember this episode too.
Yeah, dude, it's
this
classic.
must have been one of their best.
Dude, he's the Sonic kid.
Yeah. And he just blows by Hal.
He looks so young there and fit.
He is.
Wait,
young.
this is Aiden when someone hits his fucking roll from ledge.
This is Aiden getting a goom wave.
Showing up with a new controller.
Showing up to lose a Wingstop 21. You're kidding.
Come on, dude.
That one's fresh.
That's fresh.
That was
fresh.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
It's alright, man.
It's okay. I jumped
Okay, well,
off at
Ludwig's
0%,
sad.
man.
I'm sad because I lost Master Baker.
Dude, why?
Are you
how this fucking stone dead dum dum?
What'd he do?
Messed up tiramisu.
It's hard.
You're Italian.
It's hard.
Dude, you shouldn't say. And I
That
hate,
was the hardest day.
I hate him.
Yeah.
But you are being unfair.
He's-
But I hate.
he's-
But and
he's Italian.
Hit me with a hard
Ludwig,
eye.
I hate him.
He
But
Italian.
you are being really unfair.
He's Italian.
I don't
with a hard
care,
eye.
bro.
Italians
How do
should
you
know.
You just know how to make tiramisu?
Lady fingers.
You don't know damn shit
Okay,
about shit.
the episode's already come out, so you are.
No,
I, know
I didn't
you,
watch. I was.
Oh, but you just know what happened.
I was streaming. I
You're
literally have an alibi.
sandbagging fucking the Elden Ring
So you
instead of
just-
actually trying at the game.
What?
This is
You're
disgusting.
sandbagging, dude.
You're fucking
I'm not
sandbagging.
sandbagging.
What on the street was you were
I
saying?
don't know how to make lady fingers.
I don't know what they are.
I only suck on them. That's the best I can get out of that. That's just you gotta laugh.
This is
Don't
what
point
happens.
at my.
This is what happens when we have 11 sharp. It's,
You should have heard me when Baby No Money was passing me the bottle of Hershey's. I said, Hershey's, what are these pronouns? I was all weekend I was
Okay.
activated.
Okay. Okay, Slat. Yeah, it's tough. Like
I won the first 2 days.
you should be on Master Baker, you dumb bastard.
I'm on next
But you're
season.
too afraid. You're just a child.
How
who's
many
afraid.
days did you
ignore the
win?
word I said?
How many days did you win, like first place in the day?
I think it was like 2 out of the week.
We're just saying.
If you don't
except
count the
won.
end, yeah.
Whoa.
So one of them I remember, I still remember to this day, Aria was like, this is perfect. She's like, it's not too sweet. It was cookies. And I'm like,
It was cookies.
It was cookies. I
It was
remember
cookies.
chocolate chip.
and in my head I was like, fucking right. I was so proud
Dude,
of
it
myself.
feels so good to bake something right.
And they like it?
It feels amazing.
Yeah.
It is unfortunate that because you won the first 2 days out the gate.
Oh,
And
I
feel like there
crushed.
wasn't a.
There was no
You were
competition
good.
the first
On the
2
day
days.
I was there, you were amazing.
And I was just like,
What was the one you fucked up?
tiramisu.
Oh, that's right. Was it disgusting? Was it like a pile of like sweat and butt?
Okay, here was my mistake.
Bone?
I thought it'd be really cool if I got like perfect tiramisu. Like I didn't want it to be like taste good, but technically isn't tiramisu. So I was trying to think like what the fuck is it? 'Cause I've had it before, but I have no idea what goes into it. And so I somehow got the idea in my head. I was like, maybe it's egg whites and not yolks. Maybe that'll be fluffier or something. So I just tried that. And Cutie, like someone was like, "Oh, you're doing egg whites." And she goes, "Oh, you're doing egg whites?" Like she said, she couldn't help herself.
Yep,
And I was
yep.
like, "Yes."
We use that in that show. She gives away hints like a poke. Everything you say on the table conveys information.
But then she saw my reaction from that, and she was like, "Oh, no, don't pay attention to me." And I was like, I took that as she doesn't want to help me. So I was like, I think I read your little mind. And she was like, no. And I'm like, wait, is it yolks then? And then she fucked me up. It was neither. She just was having like a totally separate thing that she was excited that she thought I said.
She likes eggs.
That I didn't say. And so I go all in. Egg whites, not a single yolk in that cake, and it comes out like a dense eraser. It comes out like in form, it looks exactly like tiramisu.
Wow.
But in taste, it is just rubber.
Wow.
So they all gagged when they tried it, and I got voted out immediately.
Cutie's POV was so different because she came back and I asked her, I was like, what was the thing? She's like, tiramisu. I was like, who lost? She's like, Nick. I was like, oh my God, how? She's like, I don't know. I tried to give him so many hints.
No.
And I'm like,
the only hint that she did give me, which this is my fault. But it wouldn't have saved me. I would have lost. Was she was like, she put a bottle of whipping cream on the table while she walked by, and I was like, this needs whipped cream, and so I made whipped cream.
Was she trying to cook the books?
she likes to give everybody a little bit of sauce.
She hadn't tasted my cake, so she thought that I had like done so beautifully perfect that she was just run across the finish line.
Yeah,
because she was like, it looks so
better.
good.
Yeah.
And then when she tried my cake, she exclaimed, "God damn it, Nick!"
Oh my God.
Because I think she was gunning for me a little. Not because of it's me, but because I had like done a good job of like doing what tiramisu kind of looked like. And I just fucked it. I fucked it so bad. And then I accidentally.
Did it hurt?
It hurt.
Yeah.
I wanted to be good, and I accidentally left. So I had made a backup batch of cake just in case, like, it saved me. I was like, I'm gonna put another one in there just in case at the end of this I need different cake. But I forgot it was in there, and so, but I didn't actually forget. I told her assistant, I was like, hey, there's cake in there. You should take that out. She's like, okay. And she didn't take it out, so the cake stayed in overnight. And I think the oven also stayed on overnight.
Oh, that's fine.
Which is an incredible hazard.
Yeah, no,
but we came in the next day, and it was a
warm.
perfect sphere of charcoal.
Oh.
It was the darkest, just black piece of charcoal, and then Will Neff ate it.
No, ew. That's so bad.
And then
for
he
you.
said, for extra points, you can eat it, and then I ate it.
Really?
Oh.
Because brotherhood.
That's so bad for you.
Yeah, I think it's what carcinogens are made of.
It's literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that would be the lamest way to go out.
Dude, I ate a charcoal brick and it was yummy, but I'm dead.
Thought it was
on
chocolate.
On a dare, it's funnier though.
Yeah. Well, he said he'd give me points, and I still fucking
For
lost.
points, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. You both got a win in there.
You
What's
did
it feel like?
I heard you were miserable.
You lost immediately?
No, I
No,
didn't
you got
lose
saved every
immediately
day.
because I got saved over
because
and
you
over.
were
They had the
America's
repeat
sweetheart.
save rule.
And then
Ours didn't have that.
That's good. You shouldn't.
We discussed this at basketball yesterday because Stans and PokeRogue were there, who have both been on it, and we realized that I am the most losing Master Baker player of all time.
Yeah.
Dude, what's funny is if you ask Stans about Master Baker, he'll be like, he was rigged against me.
He said that.
What?
He said that almost immediately.
What?
He said, "quote I still believe to this day that I'm the best baker that has ever graced the presence of that show."
And he'll always say it was a stolen victory.
Yeah.
What?
That he did.
He's clearly still sore about it.
He's
Stans is like me.
He thinks he didn't have the clout to make it through, but he had the cooking-ware
I think
too.
that's the difference between me and Stans, because we will sit there and be like, I could be the best at that, and probably actually really am right now.
Yeah.
But if I'm met with failure, I just say, oh gee, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But Stans will just continue to say that.
He believes
which
it.
is crazy.
He believes it with his heart.
Speaking of rigged against you, me and Peach Jars on the last day, we were a team because I got out of the show, but then I became a sous chef to the last person, and we're on a team, and we have a cake that I think is pretty fucking legit. It's like a 3-tier cake. We made it in 3 tiers. It's all sitting on top of each other. We did all the rules basically correctly, and then you were allowed to sub Cutie in for 5 minutes. And get her help. And we were at the icing stage. And we were like, that's a perfect time to have her do it because we will fuck this up. So we sub Cutie, and she wants one of those like lazy Susan things. They're called something else than baking, but I don't remember what it's called. She wants those lazy Susan things. So you can like turn it while doing it. And so we go get one for her. And then she goes to transfer our cake from like the plate it's onto the thing, and it just goes in the process, and it falls over. And I'm like,
the Master Chef fucked it
the
up?
Master Chef kind of
Dude,
trolled
that's
us.
fucked
The Master
up.
Chef kind of, and then she starts shit talking us. She's like, well, you shouldn't have used whipped cream.
Oh, it's your
Well,
fault.
the cake shouldn't have
What a
collapsed.
terrible monster.
I'm being victim
If the
blamed.
towers were built better, they wouldn't have collapsed in on themselves.
That's actually true.
It is true. It is true. And the cake
The
is
jet
true.
fuel shouldn't have this big of an impact.
Actually, the tower designer here.
So then she starts going into like, well, this happens all the time, so you just need to put your little flourishes in the parts that suck. And I'm like putting Barbie, because we had like a strip club, that was our thing. So I was putting Barbie in front of all the fucked parts. And then when it came to judge our cake, she's like, all right, no one judge the lean.
No, my God.
Ignore the lean. And I'm like, yes,
And you're like, I'm Gucci Mane.
please.
I can't do that.
Ignore the gross, disgusting lean. It almost looks caved in, like a skull.
But that wasn't why we
It
lost.
tasted worse, right?
No, it tasted better. Better. But theirs was more accurate to the what's it called? The prompt.
I do feel
they had
like
to make 3 flavors of cake, and we thought we had an hour, so we were like, oh, we'll just do 3 vanilla cakes, but one will be Oreo, and one will be funfetti, and one will be strawberry. But she classified it correctly as like, this is just vanilla cake. You just put 3 items in it.
And that's how I won against Squeaks, that goddamned bald asshole, is because I followed the rules.
Yeah.
And he tried to skirt away from them, and then he wore a skirt later that day.
And then he went skirt when he left. I guess that's the first skirt.
It's always a cake finale, right? You had a cake finale, you had a cake finale, you had a cake finale?
Yeah.
Yep. And that was,
I feel like
I'm a winner.
next season of Master Baker, I'm supposed to be me. I'm grinding cakes.
So that's fucked up. Part of being a master baker,
you can't be like me.
What do you mean?
You can't be like me.
What does that mean in this circumstance?
Just a loser with nothing to live for. You show up every day. You know you can't do shit.
I can't do it like you.
It hurts. It hurts to look them in the eyes and have them all insult you for the 3rd day in a row.
We should do Master Baker, and it's weed, and it's all edibles, and you have to eat your own supply.
Oh God!
You have to make it too.
You have to make it and then eat it, and then you have to like do an SAT test or something.
the 420 edition.
Yeah.
I'm sending something to Zipper.
Dude, I did the Elden Ring stream.
Yeah, dude. Holy moly! You were live for 60 hours.
60 hours. Yeah, it took a while. Beat Millennia, crushed the game. But Saturday we were doing a wheel spin every 10 deaths, and it started 10:45. First wheel spin was Ludwig 420, and I took an edible. And then like an hour later, it was like do a shoey. And then an hour later, it was like take a bite of a raw onion.
Oh my
God. And then an hour later, it was take a Zin.
You were interactive, buddy.
And my body was, I've never felt so bad. I felt horrible, man.
Yeah?
Melania's just beating your ass.
Yeah.
They didn't even do it.
No, I didn't.
You did Melania?
Yeah.
They beat the game, right?
Well, that's not the.
I beat
she's
Melania and the game.
Optional boss.
Oh, it's optional?
Yeah.
She's the optional. I thought you didn't do it.
I did it.
I thought because you were trying to finish up before Sunday, but I'm proud of you.
Maybe you weren't bagging.
I just beat
Maybe you
that
wasn't
shit.
sandbagging.
And I did an alternate storyline.
Are the bosses harder when you do co-op?
They're double health.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, they're definitely harder. Some are easier just because you can stagger chain, but
do they attack differently?
No. So that's why it can be easier. But some bosses are just like fucking big monoliths, and they don't care that there are 2 people hitting them because they just swipe everything.
Oh.
Was Squeaks your first choice for this adventure? In your mind, would you rather have had Jinxie?
No, Squeaks was my first choice. The only other person I thought about but never asked was Germa.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
He doesn't have the stamina.
I don't. Yeah, I think it'd be very tough to ask Germa to stream 60 hours.
He'd run out of balls.
Straight. And he's also done it already too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just Squeaks.
Do you think he'd run out of balls?
I don't think he would run out of balls. You know what I kept saying all weekend? Sucked him down to the bone.
Oh my God, all he does.
All weekend.
All he does, dude.
Maybe it's just because I love you. I miss you. and I
But you
think
don't
about
say
you.
that. Instead, you steal my culture. You steal my
you
culture.
reappropriate.
and
I
you-
do
and you-
reappropriate.
And you commercialize it because you're
I do.
white.
You commercialize it against a POC.
The white slime of YouTube.
Yeah. Us Italians out here.
BIPOC, the I stands for
Podcaster
Italian.
of color.
Fucking, so you said that a lot, so I can't say it anymore.
Suck-
Because now big Walmart is saying
Oh,
suck it down to the
'cause
bone
now-
for these rollback prices.
Now some kid in a fucking Mizkif hoodie is gonna come to me and say, suck it off the bone.
Suck it off the bone.
I'm gonna be like,
Like, okay, where'd you learn that? You didn't learn that from your best friend.
learned that from Papa.
You learned that from Ludwig Ogren YouTube short.
Lovely
So
guy.
I've been saying suck it off the
So I've
bone.
been
a
sucking
lot.
it down to the bone recently.
And it's actually referring to.
I've been sucking it down to the bone.
Dude,
Short circuited.
This piece came off the thing and it's blowing me away. I can't fucking do it.
Shit.
I don't know. It's fine, Zipper.
You
Zipper's freaking out. Everything's
locked,
okay.
You were locked in your cell playing Elden Ring, and then all of us on Saturday night separately went to concerts. Me and Nick
you
went to a
guys
concert.
did?
Me and Nick went to a concert,
kind
and
of a
then
concert.
Slime and Shake went to a concert.
Yeah.
I saw you with Shake.
Dude,
You're
okay.
too mean to Shake, dude.
No,
Dude,
I'm
that
not.
video is
no, I'm
so
not. No,
nice.
I'm not.
So
let
funny.
me,
That's
let
not
me tell
being
you
mean.
why Shake is the architect of my own fucking nightmares every day of my fucking life. Dumb piece of
How
shit.
can you? Okay, how
He's
can
the
you shift
architect
this
of
to
my
Shake?
nightmares because he said, dude, I love Foo Fighters. And then from then on...
No. Listen, you goddamned asshole idiots. So Shake likes the band Tool, and I'm like, oh, you should check out A Perfect Circle. It's like his other band from way back, and he's like, dude, I never heard this before. And in my mind, I'm like, you should have fucking heard it. You should have heard it, right? So that's strike
This
one.
is strike one of him tormenting
That's
you.
insane.
Shut up! There's so many
That's
strikes.
insane.
No, hey, we're
Classic.
starting.
That's
We're starting
insane.
from the we're starting from the Watch
I'm
Mojo
sad you can't
10.
throw
They're gonna get
Yeah.
better.
Sorry if you want to skip ahead, but you don't have YouTube Premium.
Quick judge aside, that's insane.
It is
What
insane.
the fuck is
We're
this
talking.
shit?
We're talking. That's insane.
I've realized
yeah,
this
we're-
is
outside
progressively
of you.
more insane over time because when I first moved in with you guys, Slime would roast me for like not having heard certain music artists, and then I've realized as we've just spent a lot more time together that you don't know so many music artists.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm allowed to talk now.
So many.
No.
What the fuck is this?
And
Well, no, it's true.
Oh my god, I
But
don't
as
know
soon as soon as poor Shake doesn't know one guy,
That Slime knows.
That
it's
Slime
different.
knows.
Anyone who's listening right now knows it's fucking different, and they know they're on my side.
right?
I feel like Slime. Oh God, I would love to see you play Bandle every day because there's gonna be a song that comes up you
Yeah,
don't know.
I never listened to a Lourdes song.
And then you're gonna be like, who gives a fuck about
No,
Elton
that's-
John? Oh,
I told
maybe
you, I'll
needed
hold
it.
it. I'll hold
Maybe
it.
you did need it. You said you didn't
How
need it.
this has never happened. We've done.
I feel like this
Look
is
at what
on
you
you.
guys did. Look
the
at what
curse of Shake.
your annoying bullshit did. I'll hold it.
We've
I
done
don't
like
care.
150 episodes. It's just never happened.
It's finally time.
Well, sometimes it does die.
It's
My headphones
Is
died
it still
this
sound
weekend.
good, Zipper? Okay.
Zipper's so upset.
I'll just hold it like I'm doing a stand-up.
All right, so
set.
continue.
Slime's bit is
It's
getting.
not a bit.
It's not a
Fuck.
bit.
God damn it.
Eat
Go ahead.
shit. Slime's bit is roasting you ruthlessly for a lack of cultural understanding in the form of, oh, you haven't seen a movie, you haven't listened to a band, you didn't know that someone's band, they also had another band that is their better stuff or whatever. That's his favorite thing. But he also, I'd say, most often of anyone on this show, says, what is that? When a
Yes.
piece of cultural media is brought up and has never heard it, concluding that he only cares when it's something he likes.
Everyone's like that.
No, there's things that we bring up all the
no.
time that I don't even like, that I'm just like, no, you haven't heard of that? Well, here's what it is.
You know what the real uninteresting truth is? Is that I'm actually much more reasonable when the fucking cameras aren't rolling.
It's not true.
No, because
It's
okay,
just
no,
not
I'm
true.
exaggerating-
It's not true.
I'm exaggerating about the Shake thing because I told him, I was like, oh, you should check this out. He's like, this is really good. I'm like, I know, right? In my head, I'm kind of like, you should know about this.
To be
right?
clear, we
But,
are
like,
talking
not
about your
crazy.
inner dialogue, not what you said to Shake. We think that the,
but
you
I'm-
having the thought.
Also your outer
But I'm saying I
dialogue.
care more about like just like sharing something with Shake because he's actually my friend
Sure.
than I do about like there is this perception that I'm like a ruthless monster. I make fun of Aiden because when he said The Social Network was his favorite movie, that was an egregious thing to say, right? So it's like that's different. Shake is already plugged in.
Yeah,
to a
it is.
point,
It
right?
is insane to say it. I
Thank you.
agree.
Yeah, so you know, and that's where I was, and so it made everything he said later, and
You can't really believe it.
Let it out.
it's like I just can't. Oh,
there's no
Nujabes,
point-
right?
there's no point in dragging
Nujabes,
it out.
in a way, the social network of music.
He's like.
What does that even mean?
He's like, Nujabes is my favorite rapper, and then from there you're like, well, why am I supposed to even like?
Where do I start?
Where do I even
right?
start, yeah.
And so you're right. I can be very intolerant, but it's only against certain people who I. What?
Yeah, I'm only intolerant against like certain broad, generalized groups of people.
It's bisexuals.
Right.
I am intolerant against
Certain
bisexuals.
dudes with that haircut.
Certain buckets.
So
Oh,
all
that's
right.
the fuck ass Bob water fountain.
I'm not defending how annoying I can be sometimes, but I'm trying to explain that I'm a bit
You
more
used to call me a
nuanced.
psychopath because I didn't know the music you knew.
You don't know any music. You listen to marching music like Dexter.
It was not marching music.
You would listen to band symphonies.
All it was is classical music. That's just classical music.
Yeah, because that's normal. You would read Elon Musk autobiographies and listen to classical music. Like
I
you're a
read many
You
biographies.
would be a crypto red
It's also
pillar
not an
if
autobiography.
that was you back then.
It was not an autobiography.
Oh,
and
I'm
I would
sorry.
have been so rich.
Yeah, he would be. He'd be so.
If I was a
Dude,
crypto
you'd actually
red
be
pill back
more
then-
rich.
God, look at the price of Bitcoin in 2018.
That would you'd be really happy.
God, that'd be sick.
All right, so you and Shake walk
So
into
me
a
and
bar.
Shake
say,
walk
ouch.
into a bar, and it hits our forehead. And no, okay, so he messaged me later on, and he's like, "Yo, A Perfect Circle is playing at the Hollywood Bowl. Do you want to go?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I didn't even think about it, and we go. And but it's the Hollywood Bowl. I've never been there. It's this giant venue. It's in fucking Hollywood. It's a bowl, it's as advertised on the tin. But I was like, should we drive? Should we Uber? Because it was Primus, Pussifer, and then A Perfect Circle.
Holy fuck.
We don't really care about Primus. So I was like, I'm down to skip.
Probably smelled like shit in there.
It smelled fine. It is
an outdoor venue.
I will say it was like the Super Bowl for 45-year-olds.
Yeah, dude.
But so
and a couple South Park fans.
But Pussifer is also the guy who's in Tool and Perfect Circle. It's his other band. He has fucking like 3 bands. So it's like this kind of weird thing of a show. Anyway, I'm like, we can skip. When do you want to go? He says this time. I'm like, okay, should I drive? Should we Uber? He's like, we can drive. I've been there before. The parking's not bad. So I'm like, fine. Zipper's laughing.
That is an insane thing to say.
Parking's insane there.
That's an insane thing to say.
I've never been there. I'm trusting Shake Drizzle. Now you're starting to understand how he's the architect.
My
evil.
Anger has risen to untold levels for you.
Thank you so much. I'm a little bit valid. Am I valid?
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. So we go, and it's like the lots are full. We haven't paid for a parking pass, and they're sold out. Okay, we can't park in the Hollywood Bowl. Okay, so we keep driving. We're driving farther and farther away from the venue. We see signs outside hotel buildings that say event parking, $100. Right? I don't care because I got it like that.
You're right.
Shake doesn't want to do. He's like $100, man.
Shake also has it like that.
He also does have it like that.
So
they were driving. We finally found a lot. 1.5 miles away. Okay.
Actually, 1.5 miles.
Get in the fucking car. Damn. Might have been 1.2. I might be exaggerating.
It's whatever.
It's uphill.
Over a mile. It's over a mile.
It's uphill.
Far
Park. And we start walking. And we're walking. And we're walking. And guess what? We missed a lot of the show. We missed a lot. But it's fine because I'm with Shag and he's my friend and I like him. And he's fine. It's okay. And we go there. It was actually okay for the people who listen to these bands. This is for you. It was fucked up crazy. So at the end of the show, it's Maynard James Keenan's 60th birthday. I sang Happy Birthday. They sang it on stage. No one around me sang. The crowd was fucking dead. It was kind of weird. I thought that was weird. So anyway, he gets really mad at phones, and he was like, he actually
he doesn't like to put the phones away.
He's a phone away guy because he's fucking 60, and he was like, during a song he was singing, he's like, you better put that phone away. I'm gonna kick you in the fucking skull. He said it to someone in the front. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. But so he says, he's like, all right, usually we let you guys record the last song of the night, but we're actually gonna let you do 2 songs because we picked up some strays along the way. Out comes Danny Carey from Tool because he probably lives in LA. They haven't played live in a long time. They played 2 Tool songs. It's pretty fucking hype. It was really nice. But they played one that everyone loved, and then they played one off the new record, and like everyone sat down. Oh my god, I would have killed myself, dude. It was just like this one. Oh, it was so funny. Okay, so that was cool, and then so the show's fine. The show was great. Me and Shake had a good time, and then we're walking back. And the line for the bathroom is like gigantic. We don't have to go to the bathroom, but we're leaving. And I had this funny idea that what if you had diarrhea and you like
right.
That's it.
At a concert.
At a concert,
yeah.
And it's this giant concert. There's like 1,000 people here.
So naturally, what you're doing
and so
is
naturally, I start telling Shake, I have diarrhea at the Pussifer show. I have it. I have diarrhea. You need to help me, Shake. And he's like, dude, please stop doing this. And then I'm like, oh, wait, this is funny. So I pull out my phone.
Right. You start filming how he feels.